This one's flying in the air, right center field, drifting back toward the wall. This ball is gone! Robbie Perkins goes the opposite way and gives Australia a 2-0 lead. We've been waiting and waiting for one of these teams to provide a big swing, and it's Robbie Perkins. Fourth trip to the plate in this game for Travis Bazzana. First pitch swinging, high fly ball to deep right field. A Bazzana bomb in Tokyo. A swing that will reverberate from Hornsby, Australia to Corvallis, Oregon and Cleveland, Ohio. 3-0 Aussies.
It was a matter of time. We know the talent, we know the hunger, we know the fire, the spark that he brings, and he has made it known that he is for real.
Body shocks 2-1. Moon hammers it in the air, right center field. This ball is gone! And grand for Korea. A Moon shot and an early 4-0 lead.
This team scored a lot of runs going back to 2023, but just could not pitch the way they're supposed to pitch. And here we go. Impact right off the bat. Exactly what they needed.
Wickham hits one hard to deep left field, and this one is out of here. Second home run of the evening for Korea, which pads its lead, now up by 6.
I think the idea is go out there and make an adjustment from what you see before as a hitter. And mainly, how is he pitching to you? What part of the plate are you trying to cover? But also, if he makes a mistake, take your best swing and make him pay.
Vavra lifts a high drive, right field. This ball's got carry. It's gone! And we got a brand new game in the Tokyo Dome. Taran Vavra with a 3-run shot to cut the deficit in half.
He's the experienced guy who's been through this before, the big league level. And the exit velocities, Steven needed to show up. There's a big one.
Wickham again unloads on a ball. And this one's gonna go. Deja vu for Shea Whitcomb.
He's a lift and separate type of player, and second time today we see that. After the first at bat in the strikeout. Very nice adjustments, staying through the zone a little bit longer. It just keyed in, Steven, on one area. This really is a big blow against Kavala here.
Jones hammers the ball to left field. This ball is gone! Another home run for Korea. Jahmai Jones gets in on the fun.
Love the use of the legs to get the bat hit exactly where it needed to be. That was perfect.
The 4th home run of the game for Korea.
Even off air, we're talking about Korea and what we wanted to see if they're going to have a chance. And this is it. Slug.
Ondras 1-2. Meade leans into one, hit well to left field. This ball is gone! Curtis Meade flips the scoreboard with a 3-run shot, and Australia hops in front.
And all about the power for Australia. The percentage of the runs are scoring because of the pop is shown, and again, one play not made is costing Czechia right now.
Hall lifts it in the air, left field, carrying back on the track. You have Escala. This ball is out of here. Alex Hall with an insurance shot in the 9th. Doubled in the 6th, homers in the 9th. Australia up 4-1.
They can get under baseballs and get them to carry, and they continue on that pattern. Going out there and spreading the score and using most percentage of the runs scored via the long ball.
Ohtani with 3 grand slams in his MLB career, looking for one in the WBC. The 2-1 now. Ohtani lights it up. It is gone. Ohtani, of course, and the Tokyo Dome is on fire.
Why not those big moments that he pursues, but they seem to find him? Once again, here at home, he gets the job done.
His second World Baseball Classic appearance for Guibert, who plays in the Mexican League. He laces this one down the right field line. That is hooking toward the corner, and that ball is gone!
It sneaks out on a rope over the right field fence, and Yoelqui Guibert has connected with run number 1 for Cuba. It's a 1-0 lead in the top of the second.
We still talked about Logan Allen unable to beat you with that fastball. Guibert gets a 2-0 count, so he is hunting, gets a pitch middle in, doesn't miss it.
As Makata swings and crushes one high and deep and way out of here to left field, and Cuba tacks on 2 more. It's a 3-0 lead in the third.
Tyler, we talked about this in the Open, that day one, you don't have time to get in the rhythm. Yoan Moncada in 2023, it took him a couple days because he was going to be a big impact bat for Cuba in 2023. Then he just absolutely went off. Wasted no time, made that nice play in the last inning, barehanded. Now jumping on that 3-1.
Javier Sanoja out toward left. Gone, a home run. In his home ballpark, makes it 2-1.
Hit a big home run. We've got that covered. Maracai's finest, Javier Sanoja. What a blast. Man, he turned on that fastball. Top of the zone, gearing up. Didn't miss it.
A lot more funding coming in this year. That ball's drilled. Left field deep. Back goes Koperniak. Looking up. It's gone. Nacho Alvarez Jr.
Had some count leverage. Was able to get that count to 3-0, and Anderson fought all the way back. One too many fastballs. That was the 3rd fastball in a row in that sequence, and Nacho made him pay the price.
And this guy, Harry Ford, came up with the big hits and the win over Colombia. Drive, left field, down the line, and gone! He's done it again! Harry Ford! Ford, the hero in 2023, ties it here. The red coat, the changing of the guard.
Tell you what, he jumped on that fastball, inner third, up and in too. Pitch that might have been out of the zone, a tailing fastball, and was able to get the barrel to it.
Jonathan Aranda, Jared Duran at second, Randy Arozarena at first. A 2-0. In the air, left field, towards the Crawford boxes. Koperniak looks, it's gone! Aranda! Mexico! 4-1! The return of the sombrero. As you can hear, a much better mood from the Mexico fans. 4-1, Aranda's 3-run shot. Great Britain now is in a big hole.
And they bring 45 home runs to the plate. Junior Caminero, as the crowd gets into it here at Lone Depot Park. They're going to get into it in a big way. Gone, a home run! Junior Caminero, a laser beam to center.
That ball had levels to it. That swing had levels to it. This Dominican crowd here in Miami wanted something to cheer for. The people of Santo Domingo, where he's from, had something to cheer for now.
Lifted out toward left, hit deep, carrying out there, and gone! A home run for Julio Rodriguez. No let up and thump up and down this lineup. It's now 7-3.
He's put on a display. All 3 outfielders have put on a display. We talked about them. Loma de Cabrera's finest, Julio Rodriguez, has left the building.
This is something too. That is long gone into the second deck. A 3-run shot off the bench.
Hold on. Pisao, Dominican Republic, O'Neal Cruz, welcome to the party. Talk about extension and elevation. Are you not entertained?
Oh, wow. The longer this tournament goes on, the harder the seamstress will have to work to keep that jacket looking crisp.
Judge swings, launches it deep left field, heading towards the wall. It is gone. Aaron Judge, the captain, sets the tone in Houston. It's 2-0 United States. He was the first commit to the team 11 months ago. And if you're going to be the captain, that's a way to set the tone for your club.
Yeah, and he gets this little sweeper, tries to get it down and away from him, but Aaron Judge does not miss thigh-high balls across the middle, all the way across the zone, really. there, but watch his low arm angle and the good sink he's got.
Lucas Ramirez strokes one deep to right field. That is back at the wall, and it's gone. Lucas being Lucas. This kid's got power, and he shows it off against Webb and the U.S. And Brazil is on the board right out of the gate. He took Jacob deGrom deep earlier this week in an exhibition game for Team Brazil. And the son of a man who's got a lot of home runs in his major league career cranks one to right. In the air, well struck to left. Some power here from Mascai. Anthony's going to have to turn around, and a home run, the second of the game for Brazil. And how about now, AJ? They're right back in this in the 7th inning. There's the joy.
There you go. And Michael Walker looks completely dominant the first 2 innings out there. And this inning, Brazil has figured him out a little bit for 3 runs, and Brazil's right back in this game.
Ramirez skies one down the right field line, looking for that ball at the wall, and it suddenly appears and lands for a second Lucas Ramirez home run. What a debut for his mother's country. Lucas Ramirez, a 2-homer debut for Team Brazil. He said he doesn't feel pressure. He looks like a guy that has not felt any pressure today.
2 outs, nobody on. To the bases loaded, and Fairchild steps on the first pitch. Way back, way gone! The 3rd grand slam we have seen in Pool C belongs to Chinese Taipei.
He was more than due. This team was more than due. And also a couple of foul balls close to that pole have woken up a little bit on the bat and the power side of Stuart Fairchild. What a moment for him and for his flag.
Now Suzuki in front to pay it off. Suzuki swats one in the air, right field. This one's hit well. It's gone! You didn't think this offense was going to go quietly, did you? A loud opposite field shot. We got a 1-run game in the bottom of the 1st.
Look at the hands. They start away from his body, but as the pitch is delivered, he gets his timing back.
That's Suzuki's first career WBC extra base hit. Ball and a strike. Cole to Ohtani. Ohtani drills one high, deep, and gone again. We're tied in Tokyo.
It's not that easy. It is not that easy to do, Shohei. Must-see TV, must-see live at-bats. You can't even leave your couch, let alone your seat in the ballpark.
Conversely, the reaction from Cole on the mound right after contact, the Korean starter knew it. Suzuki turns on another one. No doubt about it. Samurai Japan takes the lead. The 3rd Japanese player in WBC history with a multi-home run game is Seiya Suzuki.
A 3rd matchup was just made for you. In your mechanics, your swing path, your load, and then the explosiveness through the zone. And that
solo home runs. Now it's Yoshida's turn. The Macho Man makes it a hat trick in the 3rd inning. Suzuki and Yoshida go back to back. Japan up by 2.
Some kind of firepower. Down 3-0 at one point. Look where we are now.
3 balls and a strike on Haesung Kim. Now Haesung Kim, a comet sighting in Japan. Korea punches back. We're tied at 5.
Boy, he knew he had it. Land early.
Think he knew
that
it?
knee and let her fly.
The best part about that, Jose, is our pregame conversation with Haesung, because he was one of the supremely confident members of this roster.
He was placed in the concussion protocol, did not return, but he crushes this one high and deep to right. Mariaga back, looking up, and this ball's gone. Owen Casey leaves the yard, and it's a 2-0 lead early for Canada in the 2nd.
Well, Tyler, we talked about the home run, the power potential from Owen Casey. We talked about him cutting down on some of the swings and misses, gets a mistake. Big loop and breaking ball with 2 strikes, middle of the plate, and he doesn't miss.
Runner goes from first. This one in the air, out toward left center field. It's carrying way back there, and that time it gets out. A home run for Jeter Downs.
Swing of a lifetime. The swing of the tournament for Nicaragua. His previous at bat, he thought he had one. Well, he got it this time.
And Alves Jubilation on one side, heartbreak on the other. But still grateful for the opportunity for Obando.
A lot of heart was shown there by Obando. But my goodness, what a swing for Albies. What a swing for the Netherlands. They started with Rafaela, then Bogarts, and then Ozzy Albies. They've been in big situations like this before, and they've all delivered.
Driven to right. That is deep. That is gone. Dante Nori, the 21-year-old, and it's 3-0.
Yeah, that was a no-doubter, Rich. Fastball up and away, gets the barrel to it. Just was a matter of how deep it was going to go. You could tell by the trajectory and the sound off the bat that he made solid contact. Take a shot of that espresso. Wow, that is strong right there.
That's going to be a good one tonight. 2-2 pitch coming. Canzone, deep right field, not coming back. That is upper tank. And that's the power that the Mariners love about this lefty bat.
Dominic Canzone kind of blowing this game open late for Team Italy, and they're loving it. Going to get a shot of that espresso when he gets into the dugout.
Oh. I'm not sure which was worse, the espresso or the kiss. Cracks that one to right. That's deep. That's gone. That's 2 for Dante Nori.
Well, we'll see if Vinny's made any adjustments to the espresso when he gets into the dugout to greet the fellas.
It's game on.
Yeah, he's going to get a double dose of that espresso Italiano if Vinny's got it already for him.
On the biggest stage in international baseball. And the 1-2, crushed, left field line, deep, Puerto Rico, increíble! In 20 years of the World Baseball Classic, we had never had a walk-off home run. And on this day, we've had 2. What an absolutely indescribable night. And Puerto Rico is 2-0.
Payoff pitch is hit well out toward deep left field. Eugenio Suarez connects. A big swing for Eugenio Suarez.
Well, they call him good vibes only, right? He just gave this Venezuelan country, this Venezuelan crowd here in Miami, Florida, a lot of good vibes. Hanging slider, doesn't miss it.
And he gives this one a ride out to right. The slugging Luis Ariz is at it again.
They've got so many guys, but he's the heartbeat of this Venezuelan team out of San Felipe, Venezuela. For a father that will put a hanging baseball off the ceiling and it will hit for hours. One of the proudest moments for himself and his family.
2-2. And now this one in the air out toward deep right field. And Shrek into the second deck. 5-2.
Well, Blue Jays top 10 prospect with excellent on-base percentage. AAA really did his thing last year. And boy, he delivers in a big way. Slider down and in. You just can't throw it there for a lefty. All of a sudden now they get that run back.
He loves to hit home runs too, doesn't he? Deep right. And he did it again. Luis Ariz. He's Ted Williams in the regular season. He's Babe Ruth in the WBC.
Left on left. You bring him in to get him out. What a moment. A one-hand finish. Unbelievable. What a player.
Harrison Bader, fly ball, center field. Sanoja ranging back toward the wall, and that one clears the fence. Harrison Bader just enough to get it out for a solo home run.
That's got to feel good, right? Get a run like that in the 9th inning. Kind of that message for the next game. Give fastball here, four-seamer, crushed. We highlighted him at the show. They needed a big swing from a guy like Bader.
Harry for the co-captains for this group. Tarek Skubal, first pitch to Nate Eaton, drills it deep left center field, and that is going to be off the wall, and into second base with a leadoff double goes Nate Eaton. Initial call was a double. It did look like it may have gone over the top of that yellow line on that high wall in left center field near the Crawford boxes.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. It is a home run.
What a start for the British, and it's 1-0. Schwarber launches it to right. He's done it against the Brits again. The United States takes the lead on a blast to the upper deck.
Chang is back. Those numbers tell you.
Yu Chang belted to left. Yu Chang, you legend! Are we in Tokyo or are we in Taiwan?
This is a total eruption here in the Big Egg, and it is crazy, but not surprising. He is the guy that we saw all the emotions from the last tournament. Chang does possess, obviously, great speed. We've seen it on display and extra base power.
Fly to left center field. Racing back Lee. At the wall. Gone! Big Z with perhaps the biggest swing of his life. 2-1 Chinese Taipei. Back to the top of the order for Korea. Do Young Kim in the air to deep left field. He tosses the bat and watches it go. Do Young Kim has turned this game upside down. 3-2 Korea.
It was only a matter of time. As my words were, just leave him alone. He will come around. Too good of an athlete. Impressed in the big moments, also playing at home.
He's 0 for 3 so far in this game. 2 for 10 in the tournament with a grand slam home run. A 1-0. Fly ball, opposite field. Debut, gone! Chinese Taipei takes the 4-3 lead in the 8th thanks to Stuart Fairchild.
Timing of the leg, the hips. Here's again Yoshida against a lefty.
Yoshida gets into one. Masa stays mashing. And just like that, Samurai Japan leads. Yoshida now has 19 RBIs in his WBC career. That is the 3rd most all-time. Based on RBI per plate appearance, Masataka Yoshida is the most prolific run producer in the history of this tournament. Alex Hall hammers one. Right center field. Not so fast, says Alex Hall. He homers again against Samurai Japan for a 2nd consecutive WBC, and it's now a 2-run game.
When it comes down to the power, they are never out of a game. With a high percentage of runs scored so far in this pool via the long ball. As soon as they left the bat, it was loud.
First baseman Rickson Wingrove and to keep the game alive. That's drilled the other way by Wingrove. This ball back, it is gone! The 2nd home run in the 9th inning off Taipei, and it's a 1-run game.
Down to the wire. Their bats continue to make noise with the long ball.
Martinez, high fly ball, deep right. Campero back, warning track, wall, 3-1 Cuba in the 1st.
Was just hunting something straight middle of the plate, gets a 2-1 count. Anything up, anything middle of the plate, he was going to absolutely get after it. Heading to him and let that ball get a little deeper on him and driving that ball with that oppo power to right field.
Now Arizbel Barrena down the left field line, obliterates a solo shot, and it's 4-1 in the 1st inning.
swinging that first pitch. You've been in the on-deck circle, sitting on the top step of that dugout, watching, doing your little mini scouting report, 60 feet away from Patino. You know he hasn't got the velocity to beat you. Something middle out over the plate, I'm getting after it, and that'll be it for Patino. Rough way to start this game.
Didi Gregorius, 36-year-old veteran, lines this one to right. That ball is well hit. Tatis at the track, leaping up, and that is off the top of the wall. It is a home run. It hit that fence above the wall, and Didi Gregorius, with his second World Baseball Classic home run in his career, gets the Netherlands on the board.
Gotta have moments like that. Maybe he's coming back after a homer like that, but that is a big swing.
Charge down the line. That ball is well hit, and it is gone. A home run for Vlad Guerrero, and it's 4-1 Dominican Republic.
Right on cue. I mean, these are some of the greatest hitters in our game, and you have to invent ways to get them out because you can't get them out the same way every single time. This guy's in another level now since last year.
Caminero on a line to left. Dinner looking up. It is gone. A 3-run blast for Junior Caminero. His second home run of the tournament. And the Dominican Republic has broken it open. Up 7-1.
Is trying to get to this young man who can unleash incredible talent.
424 with an exit velo of 116. And this crowd in the midst of doing the wave will look out and see Juan Soto coming to the plate. One swing away from ending this ball game. Soto, first pitch swinging. High fly ball. Deep right center field. The Dominican Republic wins it. On a 7th-inning walk-off home run from Juan Soto, and a 12-1 run rule win.
Here's the 2-2. As the right field hit pretty well. Thompson again. Not gonna get this one. It's gone.
Well, now you see why he changed schools 3 times that bat plays, Rich. Boy, this was gone as soon as it hit it. Elevated up in the zone.
Oh, now we got a blazer.
He's got one of Vinny. Give him half a dose. This is another well-hit ball to gap in right center field.
D'Orazio. That's gone. Back to back. Viva Italia.
Boy, how quickly things can change. Team Italy behind the 8 ball. Back-to-back home runs from Fisher and D'Orazio, and just like that, we're tied at 2.
Top of the order, all 9 came to the plate in the first, and Duran lines one. That's right field. That's gone. His dad loves it.
This was a no-doubter. Yeah, if you're watching this one at home, this is what Team Mexico can do. This is a really well-rounded offensive team with some bump. From the right side and the left side, this Mexico team is to be reckoned with.
Kirk hits that one to left center, and it's deep. Maciel looks, gone! 3-run shot.
Elite, and I mean elite bat-to-ball skills. As good a bad ball hitter as there is in Major League Baseball, this guy can get the barrel to a baseball with the best of them.
416 feet here, and they could face each other again. That ball's deep. Alec Thomas, that ball's gone.
Well, this is what Mexico can do.
That's his father.
Loving life right now. Watch your son trot around the pillows.
It's a great moment. His father, strength and conditioning coach. Oh, there it goes. Ornelas. Walk off. Ball game. Mexico. Let the party begin.
Well, we've seen just about everything from Team Mexico. Strong starting pitching from Taiwan Walker, and they brought the thunder.
And to quote Dwayne Kuiper, let's go home.
Now, Bo-Kyung Moon's 4 for 8 in the WBC. Drives one, cross to deep right field, and Moon has left the building again. That is exactly the start that Korea was looking for. A 2-run blast in the second.
Right man, right situation early in the game, and a trend that really has been a plus for them is scoring early with a big long ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes for Glendening. And Glendening drives the ball to deep left center field. This ball is out of here. Robbie Glendening clips Korea again in the WBC. It's now 5-1.
Is that the wake-up they needed? Well, he's done it before. He does it now 2 for 2 already. Both hits leading off innings. He's getting his first start in the tournament, making way the most out of it.
1-2. And that's hit deep to left, and it's going to blow the roof right off. Grand slam, Tatis.
San Pedro de Macorís is in the building. The party is happening right now. Well, we talked about the at-bat, starting it off, sitting soft. He gets the changeup. San Pedro de Macorís' finest, Fernando Tatis Jr. doesn't miss and delivers.
That's a missile out toward right center field, and it hangs up. It didn't have time to fall. Home run.
Just impressive. Line drive to second base. Gone. Nisao, Dominican Republic. They've got one of the great ones.
And Horwitz sends a fly ball out toward right field. Turning, looking Tatis, and that one is gone. Solo homer for Spencer Horwitz. Gets Israel on the board.
Well, that's how you start answering back and chipping away into this game. Spencer Horwitz, you know about the power. Sweet swinging lefty right there.
First base runner for Israel today.
Gonna be sitting pretty. Caballero crushes one high and deep into the wind out to left, and that ball is gone. Jose Caballero to the rescue. First hit of the day for Colombia's pitching staff to have yielded, and it leaves the ballpark as Caballero gets his team on the board. It's 4-1 in the 6th.
Line drive, absolutely crushed. And hopefully that could spark something.
A shortstop who's in left field in today's game, and he hits one to right, hits it pretty well. Ramirez back at the wall. We're tied. That was quick.
Most of the time, the most important pitch you're going to throw as a reliever is the first one. Lewis must have been sitting on a fastball middle third in because he puts a charge in this one. This one was a no-doubter. This one well out of Dyken Park.
That one's in the air, however, and it's hit pretty well, and it's going to go a long way, and it's going to go out. A home run for Ronald Acuna Jr.
The first time I laid eyes on Ronald Acuna, we were in a backfield in Atlanta, spring training. He decided to hit all the baseballs the other way. 30 swings, 25 home runs the other way. That's the power this guy's got.
His first home run in the WBC, and he scored both of the runs in this one.
Strokes one the other way, back towards the wall. There it goes. Aaron Judge strikes first for Team USA. Opposite field power, his second home run of this World Baseball Classic in 3 games. 2-0, USA.
Working on that a lot in batting practice today, and when you have a field like that, it doesn't matter what field he plays in. He can go to any ballpark, any place.
Took the game in. Sends this ball a mile. How far will it fly for Roman Anthony? Off the face into the second deck. 5-0 U.S. Sitting in the seats at the 23 WBC and sending one there in 26.
He's got stupid power.
Well, he's put his full game on display in 2 trips up there, hadn't he? He was down 0-2 and drew a walk, and now he shows that stupid power.
Yeah.
On a 2-2 from Boyd, sends a fly ball to left center field. And will fly out of here. Kept on going to the Crawford boxes as he takes advantage of the green monster at Fenway Park. Does the same here with a short porch in Houston. And Mexico's on the board. You know, one of the things that has made him really take off, Alex Score would tell you, is that he's learned how to utilize his park to his advantage. Peppering extra base hits off of the monster, hitting home runs over it. Coming off a homer and a double yesterday. Sends a fly ball deep to right field. Duran's got second bomb of the ball game, and it's a 2-run game in the 8th. One to left, one to right, 5-3.
Japan 1, Czechia 0. Now Shuto gives one a ride to right field. It is gone! Ukyo Shuto, known for speed with the legs. That ball got out in a hurry. Insurance for Japan, 4-0.
It doesn't matter which part of the order power is going to come from. Shuto, with that running swing, runs right into the wheelhouse to get the barrel exactly where it needed to be.
The 2-1 pitch. Murakami crushed deep right center. Mune has his breakthrough moment in the World Baseball Classic. A grand slam to blow it open in the 8th.
They needed his momentum going to Miami. And if this is any indication of what happened last year, well, they're in good hands with Munetaka getting hot. Another grand slam.
Kyle Teal sends a high fly ball to deep left field. Anthony's back, turning and watching this one go. Kyle Teal to the White Sox starts the scoring with a home run. Really good offensive catcher who made his debut last season for the White Sox.
All right, the sport coat, the espresso, that's amore, right? I mean, that's awesome.
Here's a drive to right center field that sends Judge back to the track, to the wall, and gone. Sam Antonacci hits a home run. Team Italy with a 3-0 lead. He's gone deep against Team USA, and Azzurri having all the fun so far. Hits this one hard to right field. Judge will turn and watch it fly. Caglione has hit the 3rd home run of the game for Team Italy. They're going to need a fresh bag of beans over there in that dugout.
That's one of the longest tosses of a bat you'll see in a home run.
But Caglione joins Teal and Antonacci. All these guys down at the bottom of the order, no less. Getting it done for Team Italy. That's a drive to right center field off of the bat of Gunnar Henderson to get the U.S. on the board. Well, it's a start. First run for the Americans since that 5-run third yesterday. 5th hit of the tournament in 2 games for Gunnar Henderson.
So much power like this. You mentioned he had a down year last year. He will not have a down year this year.
Another 1-2 pitch. Fly to right field. Caglione's going back at the wall. Goodbye. Not finished yet. Pico Armstrong, 3-run shot.
Here it is. Pico Armstrong, high towering drive to right field. And with one swing, Team USA right back into this one.
This time he got a strike and he pounded it. His 2nd home run. It's 8-6. Pico Armstrong putting Team USA on his back.
That's impressive.
That pitch with 2 strikes. PCA didn't miss. They continue to chip away.
Toro 4 hits in his team's first 3 games.
He's also walked a couple of times, and he crushes this one deep to right. Abraham Toro doubles the lead for Canada. It's 2-0 here in the top half of the 5th.
I'll tell you what, Abraham Toro has been red hot in this pool play. We talked about his ability to hit the ball the other way to left field. We saw him start to drive the ball into right field, but nothing bigger than that. Reaching the seats here on this final day.
That ball's hit pretty well. Right field and deep. Duran back to the wall. He is there. Leaps. And it's gone. Pasquantino doesn't know it. It's 1-0 Italy. He was 0 for 12. He tried to bunt on the first pitch, and he's the guy that brews the espresso.
Time for a shot of the home brew of espresso.
Birdie hits that one to left. Arozarena back at the wall. Looks up and it's gone! Crawford box homer. 2nd solo shot. Get the espresso ready for John Birdie. It's 2-0.
Much like Team Italy did last night to Team USA, Shocking Mexico here early. Couple of solo home runs, this second one, and those Crawford box seats.
To right, and that's deep, and that's gone. Pasquatch strikes his second, 6-0. Cue the opera music.
Yeah, it was a slow start in the WBC offensively for Vinny, but he's making up for it in a big way. Second home run for the guy that Royals fans refer to as the Pasquatch.
That one, I'm not sure if he got it all. Let's see. It's deep. It is gone. He's hit 3.
Vinny's going to have so much espresso in him, he may not go to sleep tonight. This will be his third shot of espresso. Vinny, take it easy, big fella.
3 times a homer. Opera. Espresso.
0-2. That one in the air out toward right center field. It's going back, way back, and what a start for Juan Soto and the Dominican. 2-0 Dominican.
You just don't know. I mean, you're just playing with fire. 3 fastballs in the at-bat. I just think at some point you have to respect the jersey and you have to respect the last name. I know he was tardy on 2 fastballs to begin the at-bat, but you were going to try to sneak a third. 43 home runs in 2025.
Payoff pitch. And Marte unloads deep left and gone.
Wow.
Second homer against Rodriguez.
He's more of a slugger right-handed.
The booth was literally rocking on both home runs.
Oh, yeah. He's made a living right-handed off that, hitting the fastball. Slugged over 500 on fastballs from the right side last year.
And now Vladdy joins the party with a home run to left. If they go as far as they want to go, yonder, that jacket might not make it.
Well, we talked about the history, right? Took him deep in Game 4 of the ALCS to right. Gets a slider this time. High long.
And Tatis gets involved in a big way. 3-run homer.
A party in Miami, and I'm sure there's a party in San Pedro de Macorís.
They're just plain scary. It started with a walk. Just how many times have they been able to do that because the opposing pitchers have to be so careful, and that offense is so patient.
First plate appearance of the night for Austin Wells. Started the night on the bench and ends the night with a 3-run homer. Santa Maria.
For a guy who hits barefoot during his cage work, he was anchored at home plate. He had a feeling he was going to come into this game on the first pitch he sees. He delivers.
Towering fly ball to deep right field. Judges going back, forget about it. Bo Naylor finds the second deck, and Canada's back in this game. Home runs have been a problem for Team USA all tournament. They've given up more than anybody now, and it's 5-3.
Well, a slider middle into a left-hander is not a good recipe, and that is exactly where that pitch was.
Fly ball, left field. That is deep. That is gone. 1 home run from this team in their first 4 games, and a leadoff shot by Castro. What a start.
Aldegari tries to go upstairs one more time, and Castro beats him to the spot. Short porch here, the Crawford box seats, but that's well over the Crawford box seats.
And Acuna puts a charge into one. Deep right center field. And what a way to start for Acuna. He's done it again.
Trying to go in, he just doesn't get it there. And that's not a terrible pitch, but Acuna Jr. is so strong. Stays inside of it. Just destroys this ball to right center. Most right-handed hitters, Adam, cannot hit a ball like that to right center. And then if you see the Venezuelan bench and the reaction, electric.
2-1 pitch. Ohtani golfs it into right field. And the leadoff men have made an impact, to say the least. We're tied.
Shohei Ohtani says, Ronald Acuna, I see what you did there, and I'm going to one-up you. I got 3 MVPs. You only have 1. What a start. Are you kidding me, Adam?
That is unreal. You could not have asked for a cooler start in this game.
What did Omar Lopez, the Venezuelan manager, say? We're not going to let Ohtani beat us. Well, it's hard to do that if they're leading off the game.
Garcia making it tough on Sumida. His 20th pitch is laced out towards left field. Yoshida's watching it. It is gone. And Venezuela's right back in it. Michael Garcia delivers.
Ronald Acuna on track to be a Hall of Famer. Fired up. His cousin hitting homers.
The momentum shifting back and forth here. My goodness. They're still firing up Acuna in the dugout. 2 away here in the 5th. Not trying to be responsible for tying this game. Instead, he'll give Venezuela the lead. Gone! The moment of a lifetime for Wilyer Abreu. He might have sent this to Caracas.
Holy cow. Fastball. Watch this. This isn't even like... That's a bad throw, by the way. That thing might hit the roof. Look at that. His teammates are ducking for cover. What a moment. This game is awesome.
Caminero leans out, sends a drive to deep left field. It is gone. Junior Caminero makes his mark again.
He does it on a 2-strike pitch. The Dominican Republic has broken the World Baseball Classic record, the 15th home run for the team. And they've got the first run in this semifinal. Turns on it, sends a fly ball to right center field. Gunnar Henderson has tied it up. Mark DeRosa pushes the right button, pushing Gunnar Henderson into the lineup. Numbers that you could not deny against Luis Severino in his career.
I think this should be his last hitter. And the reason being is he has lost an inch or 2 now on that crispness, and he did everything he could that last inning to keep it at 0.
Fly ball right center field. Rodriguez and Tatis going back. It is gone. Roman Anthony gives the U.S. the lead. Well, the one that got away for Team Italy. And a pretty good guy to add to the lineup for Team USA.
He waited him out. He got to a 3-2 count and just displayed that power and bat-to-ball skills that he has.
On an 0-1 from Nola. Suarez leans into it, sends it in the air, deep left field, Nori to the wall, it's gone! Venezuela's on the board. Gino Suarez with a home run. .325 of those in his major league career. Puts a charge into this pro-Venezuela crowd. Here's a drive to center field off of the bat of Abreu. Wilyer Abreu hits it out. And it's 2-0 Venezuela.
Young players like this are making improvements and progressing.
Dead center field for Wilyer Abreu. Abreu more known for his gloves so far in the major leagues. Underrated as a hitter. Underrated but improving greatly on what is already well above average offensive production. Lost his helmet on his trip around the bases. He didn't need that anymore. Machado's 1-0 pitch. Harper sends a fly ball to deep center field. Better late than never. Bryce Harper has tied the championship.
When he laid off that changeup, it was a great sign, obviously, and he got one ball that he could get out in front. He had been getting close, just missing fastballs. Well, he didn't miss that one in perfect timing. Team USA got home field advantage to be in this position. Boom.
The salute as Bryce Harper connects. Changes everything.